Reclaiming pleasure after 65, 7 masturbation mistakes older men make and how to fix them. Have you ever felt like a piece of yourself, something vibrant and deeply personal, has faded with time? Maybe your private moments of self-pleasure, once a source of comfort, now feel rushed, hollow, or strangely disconnected. I'm Dr. Mohit Kara, a board-certified urologist with over 60 years helping men like you rediscover vitality, confidence, and joy. What if the key to feeling alive again is already within your reach? This isn't about chasing youth. It's about honoring the man you are today, wise, resilient, and deserving of pleasure. For too many men over 65, self-pleasure becomes frustrating because of 7 common mistakes that quietly erode sexual health. These aren't just slip-ups. They're habits rooted in old myths or outdated routines. And here's the kicker. Mistake number 4 is one nearly every man overlooks, yet it could unlock satisfaction you thought was gone forever. In this guide, we'll unpack these mistakes with honesty, offering practical solutions, real stories, and science to help you reclaim your vitality. Ready to transform your private moments into a source of strength? Hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel and ring the bell for more tips tailored for you. Drop a 1 in the comments if this resonates, or a 0 to share feedback. Let's rewrite your story of sexual wellness, starting now. Introduction, a new chapter of confidence. What does it mean to feel truly alive at 65 or beyond? Aging can feel like a slow fade. Less energy, less sensation, less connection. But as a urologist, I've seen countless men rediscover their spark by making small, intentional changes. Your desire for pleasure doesn't have an expiration date. Picture yourself on a quiet evening, coffee in hand, reflecting on a life of hard work, raising kids, building a career, facing life's storms. You've earned your wisdom. But when it comes to self-pleasure, something's off. Maybe it's guilt, frustration, or the sense that you're past your prime. What if those feelings are an invitation to reconnect with yourself? I've worked with retirees, grandfathers, and veterans who thought their best days were behind them. Yet, with guidance, they found that pleasure, confidence, and self-respect are still theirs to claim. This guide explores 7 mistakes men over 65 make in self-pleasure. Mistakes that dim your vitality but are easy to fix. What could you gain by taking one step toward a richer life? Let's dive in. Mistake 1. Falling for the semen retention myth. Have you ever bought into the idea that holding it in makes you stronger? The semen retention myth, promising more energy, focus, or testosterone, is everywhere, from locker rooms to online forums. It's seductive, but for men over 65, it's a trap. What if this belief is quietly harming you instead of helping? Your body thrives on balance, not suppression. Holding back ejaculation for weeks can cause pelvic congestion, discomfort, mood swings, and even prostate issues. In my practice, I've seen men frustrated, thinking they're optimizing their health, when they're actually causing harm. A 2016 study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that regular ejaculation, 2 to 4 times weekly, reduces prostate cancer risk by up to 20% in men over 60. Another from Harvard Medical School, 2017, showed it supports hormonal balance, reduces stress, and improves sleep. Imagine waking up refreshed, not because you held back, but because you listened to your body. Take John, a 68-year-old retired mechanic from Ohio. John, a tough guy who raised 3 kids, read online that semen retention would recharge him. Months later, he came to me with pelvic pain and irritability. We introduced moderate, mindful self-pleasure, once or twice a week. Within a month, his pain eased, and he felt like himself again. Could you be holding on to a myth that's draining your vitality? Here's a story to connect. Picture Hank, a 70-year-old farmer from Iowa. Hank believed retention made him sharper, like a boxer saving strength. But he felt sluggish, not strong. One evening, he tried a mindful session, focusing on release as self-care. The next morning, he felt lighter, like a weight had lifted. What old belief might you let go of? How to fix it? Find a rhythm. Aim for 1 to 2 times per week, or what feels right. Trust your body. Release is maintenance, like stretching or eating well. Challenge the myth. Ask, who said retention equals strength? Does that make sense? Journal your mood. Track how you feel after a session versus holding back. What's one step you can take to honor your body's natural flow? Mistake 2. Sticking to the same old routine. Do you ever feel stuck in a loop, doing the same thing and expecting different results? For many men, self-pleasure is a decades-old habit. Same grip, same pressure, same rhythm. It's comfortable, like an old recliner, but it's dulling your senses. What if a small change could reignite sensations you thought were lost? Repetition conditions your nerves to respond only to one pattern, reducing sensitivity. For men over 65, with natural declines in skin elasticity and nerve response, this can make climax harder or intimacy with a partner less satisfying. I've seen men think their equipment is failing when they just need variety. A 2015 study in the Journal of Sexual Research found that varied stimulation boosts neural sensitivity and satisfaction. For older men, this keeps pleasure vibrant. Mike, a 70-year-old widower from Texas, felt numb, using the same aggressive grip for years. I suggested switching hands and slowing down. Weeks later, he reported feeling alive again. What could variety unlock for you? Imagine Frank, a 67-year-old teacher from Colorado. Frank loved routine, coffee, crosswords, and predictable self-pleasure. But it felt flat. One night, he tried his non-dominant hand and imagined a romantic memory. The spark returned, not just physical, but emotional, like reconnecting with himself. What new approach might spark something for you? How to fix it? Switch hands. It's awkward, but wakes up new nerves. Vary pressure. Alternate light and firm touches. Change rhythm. Try slow strokes, then faster bursts. Use tools. A silicone sleeve adds new sensations. Engage your mind. Picture a scenario to stay present. What's one new sensation you're curious to try? Mistake 3. Rushing through the moment. When did you last slow down to truly feel something? A breeze, a song, a touch. Many men rush self-pleasure, a habit from youth, when secrecy demanded speed. At 65, this race to the finish steals the deeper connection your body craves. What if slowing down could make you feel alive again? Rushing turns intimacy into a task. Your body misses the build-up of arousal, and your mind drifts. Over time, this desensitizes nerves and leaves you empty. A 2018 study in the Archives of Sexual Behavior found that mindfulness, focusing on sensation and presence, increases satisfaction. For older men, this reawakens nerves and restores joy. Tom, a 72-year-old firefighter from Florida, was used to quick sessions. They felt boring. I suggested 10 minutes of slow, mindful touch with deep breathing. He laughed, thinking it was hippie stuff, but tried it. It's like feeling my body for the first time, he said. What might you discover by lingering? Picture Ed, a 66-year-old farmer from Iowa. Ed's life was fast: fix the tractor, tend the fields. His self-pleasure was the same: quick, mechanical. One evening, he tried slowing down, focusing on each sensation. It wasn't just physical, it brought back memories of youth, making him feel vibrant. What could slowing down awaken in you? How to fix it? Find a quiet space. No phone, no distractions. Breathe deeply. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Touch intentionally. Focus on sensation, not the goal. Take 10 minutes. Let arousal build slowly. Stay present. If your mind wanders, return to your breath. What would it feel like to savor this moment? Mistake 4. Ignoring your whole body. Did you know your body is a map of untapped pleasure? Most men focus only on their genitals, as if the rest doesn't matter. But at 65, your nerve endings are still alive, waiting to be explored. What sensations are you missing out on? Your inner thighs, chest, abdomen, neck, and perineum are rich with nerves that amplify arousal. Ignoring them is like playing a guitar with one string. Engaging your whole body creates a deeper, more emotional experience. Robert, a 67-year-old accountant from Michigan, found self-pleasure flat. I suggested massaging his thighs and abdomen first. A week later, he emailed, "I woke up parts of me I forgot existed." What part of your body have you overlooked? Imagine Walter, a 69-year-old veteran from Arizona. After a hip replacement, Walter felt disconnected. One night, he tried massaging his chest with warm oil, then his thighs. It wasn't just physical. It evoked memories of dancing with his wife, making him feel whole. What could exploring your body awaken? A 2019 study in Sexual Medicine Reviews found that whole-body stimulation boosts arousal in older adults. Try these. Massage your chest. Use circular motions. Explore the perineum. Gentle pressure is key. Try temperature. A warm cloth adds variety. Breathe deeply. Enhance awareness. What new note is your body ready to play? Mistake 5. Skipping lubrication. Could a little slip make a big difference? Aging reduces skin moisture, making friction uncomfortable. Yet, many men skip lubrication, thinking it's unnecessary. What if one simple addition could transform your pleasure? Without lube, you risk irritation and reduced sensitivity. A 2014 study in the Journal of Sexual Research found that lubricant increases comfort and satisfaction. Tom, a 72-year-old lawyer from California, struggled with discomfort. A water-based lube changed everything, making sessions smoother and more enjoyable. Could lube be your missing piece? Picture Sam, a 68-year-old carpenter from Wisconsin. Sam's hands were stiff from years of work. Self-pleasure felt like a chore. A sample of lube made it effortless, bringing back ease and sensation. What could a small change do for you? How to fix it? Choose wisely. Water-based for simplicity, silicone for longer sessions. Apply generously. Start with a dime-sized amount. Test for comfort. Check for irritation. Keep it handy. Store discreetly. What tool could make your moments easier? Mistake 6. Carrying shame or guilt. What's holding you back? A shadow from the past. For many men, self-pleasure carries stigma from childhood or cultural norms. Even if you know it's normal, guilt can dim your pleasure. What would it feel like to let that go? Shame makes you rush or hide, disconnecting you from your body. A 2019 study in Sexual Medicine Reviews found that regular self-pleasure improves mood and self-esteem. George, a 69-year-old widower from New York, felt guilty after losing his wife. Reframing it as self-care lifted his spirits. What belief could you release? Imagine Bill, a 71-year-old pastor from Georgia. Raised to see self-pleasure as wrong, he rushed through it. After reflecting on self-compassion, he embraced it as care, finding calm. What would it mean to embrace this without apology? How to fix it? Reflect. Where did your guilt come from? Reframe. See it as self-care. Practice kindness. Write one kind thing about yourself daily. Talk. Share with a friend or therapist. What would it feel like to approach this with pride? Mistake 7. Overlooking tools and enhancements. What if a tool could make pleasure richer? Aging brings changes in dexterity and sensitivity, but many men avoid tools out of pride. What could you discover by trying something new? Modern tools like silicone sleeves or massagers reduce strain and enhance sensation. A 2020 study in the Journal of Sex Research found they increase satisfaction. Henry, a 66-year-old from Oregon with arthritis, found a sleeve made self-pleasure easier and more enjoyable. What tool could help you? Picture Joe, a 67-year-old from Nevada. Joe resisted gadgets until his son gifted him a massager. The vibrations opened new sensations, sparking curiosity. What's stopping you from exploring? How to fix it? Try sleeves. They mimic natural touch. Use massagers. Support stiff joints. Explore vibrators. Stimulate new areas. Research. Look for brands like Tenga. What new possibility are you ready to try? Conclusion. Your new prime. What if your 60s and 70s could be your most confident years? Reclaiming pleasure isn't about youth. It's about embracing who you are now. By fixing these 7 mistakes, you turn self-pleasure into self-respect. A 2021 study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine shows mindful intimacy boosts mental health and relationships. What could this unlock for you? You've cared for others. Now care for yourself. Try one change this week. Slow down, explore, or let go of shame. Drop a 1 in the comments if this inspired you, or a 0 for feedback. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more. Let's write your next chapter together.